Welcome to my channel Code as It Is, your topics, our views. In the last video, I have given the introduction about the variables. If you have not seen that, please go and see that. In today's videos, I am giving you the details about the Python primitive data types. Let's start. So, what is data type? Every value in a Python has a data type. So, whatever you have write, something like numbers, it falls under either numbers, maybe it's a sequence, maybe the text, maybe the Boolean, bytes. The main concept in Python programming is like data types are actual classes, and the variables we have stored are the instance of these classes. So you can say variables are object, the data types are classes. So let's start. So data type. What is data type? It's nothing but a kind of actual class. So you can say every value in Python has a data type. Okay, data type. This here. The data type, in Python mostly categorized under four or five terminology. Like first one is number, and then we have sequence, then we have number, sequence, we have Boolean, then we have different mappings, mapping set, sets, bytes. So I'm not covering all of this, but I will try to cover till sequence. Inside the numbers, whatever you have number, it may be decimal number, it may be the complex number, it may be the exact number. So inside the number there are three kinds. Like first one is the integer, okay, and the second one is the floating number. Third one is complex number. So there is the numbers categorized inside the three parts. One is the number. Integer contains whole value, whether it's positive or negative. Floating number, if a number contains the decimal, it's known as a floating number. The maximum accuracy of the floating number is till 15 decimal. So accuracy of the floating number is till 15th decimal. After that, it truncates the value. A complex number is a new concept in the Python. If you have studied the mathematics, we have already something like a plus bi, whereas a is the real number, b is the imaginary number. The same concept, Python has introduced this complex number. It's also in the same format, containing one real number, one imaginary number, something let's say a plus b, and instead of I, it's j. So value of j is like a square root of -1. So here a and b both are float. So we can say that the real part, if you say here, A is the belongs to real, B belongs to imaginary, and the J is the fixed one. For every complex number, it must contains J. What is the value of this? A square root of -1. See here, both real and imaginary is float. It's float number. It doesn't contains integer. If you have written the integer also, by default it will take the float number. Okay, let's consider Boolean. Boolean, as you are all aware, it contains two values, true and false. But what we have to take care of here in Python, true and false. This one is the only accepted value in the Python. If you write something like true and false, it is not accepted. It will throw an error. Okay, for save this, let's take an example of the number. So suppose let's take an example of the result. Result is what I have declared one variable, and then we have assigned something like 20. Okay, 20 is the whole number, so it should be integer. One more thing, how to check the data type. So what kind of data it contains. So there is one function in Python, it's named type. Why this function is used to get the data type of the any values. So what it gives, it gives data type of values. So let's start. So here I have printed taken one variable result, I put something like 20. If you move the cursor, it's also saying the integer. But how to check it? Let's say it's print type of type, and then you have to pass the name of the. Now run this. If you run this, see here it's showing class of integer as I already said. So data type is class and variable is the object of that class. So it's type. Now let's take an example of the float value. It's integer. Now let's take an example of the float value. If you say something like price, let's say 23.50. Okay. If you say check this type of the price, if you run this again, see it's showing the float. By default, if you move the cursor in the Visual Studio Code, it will give you the data type. But in a complex data type, it's showing the wrong way. So it's a better way to use the type function instead of going there. Let's take an example of the complex one. Complex. So how we have to declare? Let's take an example of the complex. Let's say something like we have declared something 5i, 5j. Here, if you see that by seeing this, you say that 3 and 5, 3 is the real one, 5 is the imaginary one, but it should be always float. If you see here, by seeing it, say you may say that it's integer, but if you type something like print, first check the type of this, what it says. You write something like this. If you run this, see it's saying complex. Okay, so let's check. For getting the real value, we have to type something like, if you print something, let's say I only need the real value of this, so I have to write the variable name plus real. Real is the keyword for getting the. If you run this, it will show you the real value. And see here, it's giving 3.0. Why? Because the data type of this is float. So you are inserting this in an integer, but by default, system Python is taking this as a float. So let's take an example of the Boolean one. Boolean. Boolean is a simple one. Let's say is Boolean. So if you store the true, by default it's taking the true. If you print this, it will have type Boolean. You run this again, it gives the bool. It's a Boolean. But as I say that if you write something like true, it will be searching for the variable declared named as a true. If you run this, it will give you the error. Let's say you run this. See, name error, name true is not defined. So Python only takes true with the caps T and false with the caps F as the legal variable. So true, false, you can say. Now let's talk about some sequence variable. In sequence, what is sequence? Sequence is nothing. If you have the collection, it's known as sequence in Python. So inside the sequence, we have something called list, which is widely used. List. Then we have tuple. We have something. String also falls under sequence. We have much more like range or something, but we are in today's session we are covering these three. So what is list? As name suggests, it is ordered collection of items or values. You can say values data type can be different or can be same. It contains one or more than one values. The second property of the list is it's mutable. Mutable means the value of the item can be changed after declaration. So it's mutable. Okay, list is based upon the index. So index start with the 0. Let's say what tuple. Tuple and the list is the mostly same. Only difference is between the list and tuple is list is mutable but it's immutable. What does it mean? Once you declare the tuple, you cannot change the value of this. And due to these immutable attributes, it's faster than list. But list is you can say the mostly used or frequently used data type. It's very flexible data type. I will create another video on the list, tuple, and dictionary. String, as you know that string, anything which with double quotes or single quotes is considered as double quotes or single quote. If you write something inside double or single quote, it's a string. If you have to write the multi-line, then you have to use the three quotes. For multi-line, what you have to do? You have to use the three quotes. Quotes. Let's take this example also. Let's go to the sequence first. Let's take an example of the list. First, list. Okay, let's take an example of the list like something, okay, mobile. So if it's something like this, list always start with the bracket, big bracket. So let's take something like Apple, its mobile name or brand name, you can say, let's say Samsung, you can say Motorola. So we have list of the three values like Apple, Samsung and Motorola. Let's print and check the type of also this type of mobiles. If you run this, it's saying list. Okay. How to declare the tuple? Tuple, let's take the fruits. Okay, fruits. Okay, how we define? It's a start with the big bracket, it's a start with the small bracket. So you can say apple here, apple is fruit also. Apple, you can say banana. You may have something like guava. Okay, let's take the data type of this also. To say something like type of tuple. Sorry, you have written the fruits variable name. Now if you run this, see it's giving the tuples. Okay, string I have already mostly covered, but let's cover a bit. String, if you see here something like only fruit name. So double quote or single quote, there is no concept of character in Python. If you need to store the single value, then we have to put inside the double quotes and the single value. If you see something like this, then it works as a character. In other languages, characters are different data type, but here in Python, if you put inside a single character, it means it's char. So you can write anything. Apple. We check also here. It will have the str class. If you run here, see here it says str. For storing the multiple line, you have to use the three codes, but for two code, a single code for string. Let's discuss one more thing like dictionary. Dictionary is one of the widely used here. It doesn't fall under sequence, but it's also kind of sequence. Mapping set and bytes I can discuss in another video. I will make a special video for others remaining. Let's discuss about the dictionary. One of the mostly used also after the list. So list is the order collection. It's based upon the index, but dictionary is the key value pair. It's unordered. It's not ordered, but it's based upon the key value pair. List and tuple are based upon the index, like starting from the 0, 1, 2. But dictionary, we have to provide the key and the value. Dictionary is mostly used when we have no huge amount of data, and you can say that it is optimized way of retrieving data. And for retrieving the data, you must know the key. So you can say it's unordered based upon the key value. Okay. Let's take an example of this also. Dictionary. So how we declare dictionary? Let's take results. Or let's take the experience, work experience. Okay. So how we do this? What we do first, we have to declare the key. Let's say the key is the .NET Core, and we have something like or how many people are working on this, or we take in a different way. The roll number based and the student name. So let's say the roll number one, the student name is something like Rohan. Okay. Roll number two, something like Aniket. Roll number three, something maybe Paresh. So for roll number one, it's a key. Rohan is the value. Second for the key. Third is the value. So this is the way of declaration of this. Let's take an example. The type of this. If you click here, work experience. If you run this application, see it's same dictionary. So simple. For getting this value, we have to just know the key. If you don't know the key, there is no way of getting the value. The next video, I will give you the dictionary, how to get the value from the dictionary, what is the way to use the list, because there is n number of way to get the list, there are n number of way to get the tuples of the value. One more thing I also want to cover, that's the range. Range, it gives you the range. Suppose if you have something written something like range of 10, it will start from the 0 and give you till the 10 value 0, 1, 2 till 10 including the 10. But it has other options also, like starting from some different value, going till different, and then if you need the difference also. Like let's take an example of we have to get some even value or odd value. So odd value will start with 1. So how we write this? So we can write something like a range. We start with the 1. Let's say 1 from 1 to 30. How many values are there? We have to write something like 2. So 1 is starting 1 and 3 is the odd number. Mapping sets, sets, frozen sets. These are the remaining in the next video. I will be covering all this. So in the next video, what we will cover? We will cover the list, tuple and dictionary in details. Another remaining database, set, frozen set, bytes, byte array, memory view, range also. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it. If you need any particular topic need to be discussed, please comment me. I will surely answer this. Thank you.